Welcome, Peaches. Have a seat at my table, relax, and we're going to find out what it is that you can't see right now. So, stack one, we have the black cat, stack two, black bear, and stack three, the fox. Hit that subscribe button on your way down to find your timestamp, and here we go. All right, stack three, the black cat. You have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. And then this says, consider one of your heroes or role models. Can you recognize that they suffer and struggle with imperfection too? All right, so this reminds me of that meme when they show the iceberg and what you can only see like the top and the top of the it pales in comparison to what lies beneath. The majority of the iceberg is below the water, and that represents hours and hours of work and practice and failure. And so I'm seeing you in a comparison mindset. And this is no shade. I mean, I do it all the time with my channel and compare my subscribers to other subscribers. We all do it. And so like the Eight of Pentacles is all of the repetitive hours of labor that go into mastery of someone's craft. And the Knight of Cups, the jerk, makes it look like art. He makes it look so easy because it is for him. He makes it look like such a beautiful and natural, effortless extension of his being. And that is because, I mean, it is, but it's come at such a high price of effort, of failure, of rejection, of getting up and trying again over and over and over. Like one thing they don't show you on YouTube, you can't see how many dislikes a video has. You can see, oh my God, they have 1,000 likes, and they hide how many dislikes it has. So they really want you to come out of this state of conflict about where you are in the process of feeling like you have to struggle harder than anybody else. But it's like they say, when it comes to social media, you're only seeing the highlight reel that other people want you to see. And if only you could see how many takes I have to do on some days just to say the words of my intro in the right order, and how many times I say, Peaches, welcome table to reading today. Or these people with amazing bodies, they're posting like 10-minute workout videos. Those people do not work out just 10 minutes a day. So they want you to be reassured and to get in touch with what you love about what you do, because that's what's going to drive you to put in all of this work towards mastery, not getting some lucky break out of the gate. It's like that's a great way to be just a massive ego masquerading to cover up mediocrity. And so emotional fulfillment has to come first. Focus on why you love it and how your soul is connected to it, because that emotion, that turbocharges your efforts. And so do your thing, man. Do it well and don't give up. So that's what I have for you, stack one. And if this helped at all, please let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. All right, stack two, the bear. You have the Nine of Wands reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Hangman reversed. Well, okay. And then it says, bring to mind a recent small frustration. Notice the sensations of difficult emotions. Take a breath and then notice what, if any, other emotions can also be present in this moment. That reminds me of a video I just saw with the dude Gabor Mate or whatever. He's really, really good at that stuff, talking about finding out what's the true emotion behind what's going on. All right, so the primary thing they want you to see is who your worst enemy is. Can you guess? You already know it might be you, but I realize that's not helpful. So let's see if they won't be more specific. It is showing difficulty committing to an action, like perfectionism paralysis. Or it used to be called analysis paralysis, but it's like perfectionism. There's a fear of getting it wrong and of overanalyzing. So it's showing up as run-of-the-mill procrastination, but there's a deeper reason behind all of the excuses. And we'll get to that, but real quick, attention to detail is a great thing, but you might be hyper critiquing beyond what is necessary, and this might be a case where just getting it done at all is better than never starting. So anyway, behind all this. There's a fear of some kind. There's an unmet need here. And if you can allow that to surface and express, you have a better chance of getting it met. You seem really busy, like you're doing a lot more work than you have to avoid something that would be a lot less actual effort, but for some reason you don't just rip off the band-aid and do it. Just do it, they say. They're showing me what you're afraid of, actually. It might be... It's different for everyone. So that's what they're getting at here, to look for that unmet need and or some kind of fear of... So I see, I'm sorry, it's kind of coming in. I see an archery target where you've shot arrows into the entire thing and covered it everywhere except the bullseye. You won't take that winning shot. Why is that? What I can see here is that time might run out before the perfect circumstances come together, and you may end up rushing and the result being worse than if you would just focus on what you got and start there. Then something pretty well and good enough can come together. I'm hearing that the bar might be lower than you think, and it's a cycle. There's a fear of judgment that keeps you from getting it done, which results in shame, and around and around. So my advice would be to take a to-do list item and break it into smaller bite-sized tasks. I feel like just doing that first one gets the ball rolling and starts that momentum. So that's what I have for you now, stack 2. And if this helps at all, please let me know that by hitting the like button, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. Okay, stack 3, the fox. You have, oops, let's move this way, the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Devil. This is the card that inspired this whole reading. And then you have, picture a child, animal, or any image that makes you feel warmth and love. Take 3 breaths, sending compassion to that image. So these two over here, they go hand in hand. The tenderness of the Page of Cups. I'm going to add to their little exercise here to try doing it with a baby picture of yourself. Like, what kind of love did that sweet little baby deserve? Or whatever the youngest picture you have will do. But what you aren't seeing is how something that you've chosen as a means of fulfilling a need is actually taking more from you than it's giving. Not only that, but it's taking up space where the real thing needs to come in. And that can be so many things. And I can't name just one and have it apply to everyone watching. The Devil is very broad, encompasses many areas. But examples are relationships where you're getting scraps, but you think that those scraps are better than nothing, when the situation you're in keeps you unavailable for a better one. And that treatment, it only pushes you further from claiming your worthiness. It's like you start to buy into it. Or it could look like all of the things that you do for attention that have nothing to do with who you really are inside. So even though you might receive that adoration and receive that love, it does not truly nourish you, because that's the authentic part of you is still unseen, and therefore the part that has the real need isn't the actual receiver. So anyway, what you may not be seeing is how your choices have less to do with what is happening now and more to do with something that you didn't receive in the past. And if you fully claimed your worthiness, you knew that you're lovable and that you're deserving of care, deserving of respect and grace, would you have established something so counterfeit in your experience? It's like somewhere here there's an imitation stand-in for the real thing that you deserve. And if it's too ingrained to separate from now that you're grown, can you work your way back to this delicate and vulnerable, innocent being you came into the world as, And can you start loving yourself there? I mean, that's a good first step anyway. So that's what I have for you, stack 3. And if this helped you at all or made sense, please let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.